What's going on, guys, and welcome to week number 3 of the NCAA 14 All Teambuilder Dynasty. In this one, we've got Daytona State at home taking on Southern Methodist University. Big-time offense, hurry-up offense for SMU. So first things first, guys, I do want to apologize. I'm getting this video uploaded so late on Saturday. It's currently 11:15 in Michigan, but I was actually out golfing with one of my really good friends. He runs a channel called Great Lakes Dronography, and basically what that channel is you guys see ANTWAN CLAIBORNE's numbers there from week 1. Basically what that channel does is he's using a drone that he bought, and he's basically going to different sightseeing spots in Michigan and kind of surveying the landscape and giving you guys an inside look at the beauty of the great state of Michigan. So make sure you guys check out his channel if that's something you might be interested in or take an interest in. A lot of cool stuff on his channel. So let's get straight to the gameplay here. We've got Daytona State giving up a big play here to COURTLAND. SUTTON, you guys saw that, and then they're able to hold SMU to a 4th and 3 situation, and then the field goal is kicked, and it is good. So Daytona State, second offensive possession, and it's 2nd and 18, and they're going to go to ANTWAN CLAIBORNE. Ty Morrow made a pretty dangerous throw there, but he's got CLAIBORNE. CLAIBORNE's a playmaker. He's fine. Check this play out. Safety bit on the undercut route, on the flare route of the halfback, and CLAIBORNE gets a 52-yard reception. Ty Morrow 2 of 3 for 65 yards. So CLAIBORNE is going to be involved and heavily involved early on in this game. All game, really. You guys will end up seeing this. The guy had a huge game. Who else had a good game? Mike Picoletti with a 12-yard touchdown reception. So the Golden Jackals are up 7-3. So good start by Morrow. He actually leads the conference in interceptions thrown. So he needs to get a good start here. Throwing, nice, safe, easy completions, and then we'll be okay. Daytona State will be okay. So good job there by a sack for Daytona State. Next offensive possession. Going to do a little trickery here on 3rd and 10, doing a little screen pass. Brandon Worthington, not known for the elusiveness or speed, is able to break that play for a 15-yard catch and run. So 2nd and 7 now. We're looking to get Worthington involved a little bit more, and he's able to take this thing to the outside on a halfback stretch play, and he goes for 8 yards. So 10 rushes for 52 yards for Brandon Worthington. And here's where things get interesting. Morrow dropping back in a 5-step, and he's going to get picked off looking for CLAIBORNE. 2 players here run into each other, and then the corner for SMU is going to take this ball all the way back to the end zone for a touchdown. So a pick 6 by Ty Morrow. 4 of 8, 50%, guys, 50% with a touchdown and an interception. So it's now 10-7. That causes SMU to get the lead. Play action pass here. Morrow, nice throw there. That's a great throw over top of some defenders and getting it to CLAIBORNE. So good job there on both ends there. Good catch, good run, good throw. Good throw here. Vernon Callahan getting open up the middle. 17-yard catch. So now Ty Morrow's starting to feel himself in this game so far. This is good. This is really good. Good throw here to Ben Nichols. So finding the open man, getting on a hot streak. We like it. This is good stuff. 2nd and 6. Still 10-7 game. And CLAIBORNE was open, but Wyatt jumps the route. Probably playing a flat zone, and he's going to take that. He's going to take the football all the way back for another pick 6. So Ty Morrow, guys, 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions. The freshman is having some growing pains here. He's definitely licking his wounds after that one. It's 17-7 now after Daytona State fails on an offensive possession. Xavier Jones and SMU is able to get the ball in the end zone this time and get up on the goal line and punch that thing in. So 24-7 now, late in the second quarter. And Donnie Clarkston, guys, the backup, is actually going to get put into this game for an offensive spark. And he's able to make nice completions here, even though that one was -1 from Gary Curtis. But like the mobility is there. Little play action, nice little fake there, going to CLAIBORNE. It's a tightly contested throw. but he's able to make the completion. So these are things that Ty Morrow was not doing. Look at this throw here to Vernon Callahan down the sideline, 14-yard catch. So Donnie Clarkston comes on in and starts driving Daytona State down the field. So this is what we like to see. Another pass over top of a defender. You guys saw that. That ball could have easily been picked off, but Ben Nichols going to make the toe tap, little grab there near the pylon. Check that out. He gets reviewed, but he got 1 foot in. He even got 2 feet in. Might even drag that right foot for a third foot that was in. So the play will stand. Daytona State is now down 24-14. So good job by Clarkston. He's got the ball again. Late in the second quarter now. We've got 1 minute and 15 left. Makes a good throw here to Claiborne. Claiborne now, even after that 4-yard catch, 5 catches for 100 yards. It's not even halftime yet. I mean, the guy is just amazing. I keep going on and on about him, but he's definitely in the Heisman running after this week. He's got to be. Not a very good throw here, though. Not a good throw here. This kind of sets up for what's going to happen next. 2nd and 10 now. He's driving him down the field and then throwing a ball here to Claiborne. So good catch there. Another grab for 13 yards. He's now got 7 for 125. So Clarkston's starting to drive him down the field yet again. We got 26 seconds left. Dropping back, starting to feel the pressure here. Tosses this down the sidelines to Vernon Callahan. Starting to get some things going here on offense. This is good. Going to put John Elliott, the fullback, in motion. Going to actually line up like a wide receiver. And then Brandon Worthington is able to take that and rush it for a touchdown. Is now 24-21. But remember, guys, I'd said that it was going to set up for something. So make sure you guys are aware of this. It's going to set up. He's making some dangerous throws. It's 24-21 right now. SMU is driving down the field again. They're on the plus side of the 50. And Matt Davis able to drive that ball up the field. Breaking tackles, missing tackles. I mean, the guy was elusive as all get out. It was kind of annoying, but he was able to slide past the defenders. So 1st and goal, time winding down. Adjusting some play here. And then great play there by the safety. It looks like Green. I think that's Green. Able to make a play there. So 3rd and goal now. Got to make a stop here. Got to get a stop. And Matt Davis, look at that play. So not sure what happened, but Silva, that's Claude Silva over there at the corner. He, for whatever reason, had that position. That ball, the football fell where he was. Where that receiver caught that touchdown, that's where Silva was. And look at Claiborne here doing the little juke moves here. 33-yard catch, so good job by Claiborne. But back to that touchdown. If Silva had stayed in that position, it would have been fine. Look at Claiborne again with another great grab. 35-yard catch. He went right over the top of this guy's back. Look at this. He's like Calvin Johnson out here. Not as tall, but holy cow. Just making plays. 31-21. And Brandon Worthington in for the touchdown at the 1-yard line after that catch by Claiborne. So Daytona State able to get the ball back, and then they're going to punch it in with Worthington again. So Worthington punches it in for a 35-31 lead. And a lot of these highlights are getting to me here, but again, guys, where Silva was on the field, had he stayed there, he would have been able to pick the ball off and intercept that thing. But he moved, he bit on the inside route, and then it was an easy toss and catch. So you guys saw Claiborne, 9 catches for 193, and then look at Clarkston. Makes a bad pass here, trying to force it to Claiborne. This is exactly what happens, though, and then they're going to get another pick 6. They've had 3 pick 6s in this game. It's now 38. It's a 35. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Clarkston's still in the game now. 3rd quarter is pretty much over. We're looking to head to the 4th, and then he's going to throw another interception, guys. Just not a good throw. You cannot make that throw. Daytona State is able to hold on defense, and then they're going to go back with Ty Morrow. He served his bench time. He served his jail time. He's coming back in to try to lead Daytona State to a victory here. And look at Claiborne in the back of the end zone, 6-yard touchdown. He was wide open. Nobody was even close to him. So he's found a soft spot in the defense and able to score that touchdown. So, guys, good job. Good job at Claiborne. Claiborne, he's amazing. 42-38. Time winding down here for SMU. Got to get a touchdown. They're down by 4. And, oh, so close. So close. 4th and 10 situation, guys. They're not, the field is now slimmed down. And look at that. Falk did the same thing that Claude Silva did. Just not good positioning. And there's a touchdown for SMU. They now take the lead 45-42. Morrow has to put on his best comeback effort here. Ben Nichols with a catch. He could have fumbled that football. 6 seconds left. They call on Alejandro Garza. He's now iced to make this kick. And does he get it? Yes, it just breaks into the inside part of the field goal post. It's 45-45. We're going to overtime. Morrow dropping back. He finds Claiborne again for a 12-yard touchdown for Antoine Claiborne. I've run out of superlatives to describe this player. He's not even a 99 overall, guys. And this is on Heisman level. Keep in mind. Please keep that in mind. SMU got to score a touchdown to tie. It's 3rd and goal at this point. They're coming out with 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. 3 wide receivers, actually. 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Not sure why that other play was like that. But 3rd and goal, and it's going to be misplayed by Silva. Silva is unable to cover Courtland Sutton. So a touchdown here, 52-52. Daytona State got to hold SMU at this point. Got to hold them to a field goal, and that way a touchdown wins, if you guys are familiar with overtime rules in college football. 2nd and 17. Good job by Chase Landry to get the sack. That is exactly what this defense needed, is to put this offense into a bind. And then they're going to get another sack. This game should be over, right? 3rd and 21. Got to force them out of field goal range. But Matt Davis is able to hit on this pass another misplayed. I'm just speechless. I've actually got my head down at this point. 59-52. Mike Piccoletti gonna catch a touchdown here. Great pass on the out route by Ty Morrow. He's 18 of 32 at this point. 59-59. Daytona State gets the ball back in triple overtime, and Garza able to hit on a field goal. So not a good situation here, as SMU is looking to score the touchdown to win the game in triple overtime, but he's going to get stuffed. Looks like at the 2-yard line. A touchdown wins this thing. It's 3rd and 1, so Daytona State has to sell out. They're calling on a field goal block or punt block play. They're going all in on this play. If it was a run, it looks like it's a pass. They need a sack, though, and Davis doesn't care. He's going to run it back up the middle into the blitz, and it still doesn't work. Matt Davis, touchdown SMU, does the dirty dance. 65-62, Daytona State loses at home, and SMU takes the W. Look at that stat line, 225 for 2 touchdowns for Claiborne, and over 300 yards for the rest of the team. So pretty much he did at almost 85 to 90%, 90+% of the offensive contribution. That's crazy, and they still lost. So Daytona State's got some issues. They're going to have to figure some things out. Meanwhile, Gallatin, in reference to Daytona State, they are now 1-1 on the season. Going to Gallatin against Ball State. They had a very, very tough matchup against Louisville last week, and they ended up pulling off the W. Byron Smalls, you guys remember him, started off last week with a pretty good catch for about the same amount of yardage, 1 for 20. So he's always liking to seem to start off the game like that. Maybe there's a drop in there somewhere, maybe. But no drop here as Houston McNamee going to get a 10-yard touchdown catch. Corey Summers, 4 of 4 for 57 yards and a touchdown, so good start by him. And Gallatin defense didn't play so hot against Louisville, but they're looking to do some damage here on Ball State, as Ball State does not have a great offense, but it's good to get the work in. Keyshawn Sharp with a 12-yard catch. So Gallatin now is driving down the football field. Pretty good start here. 3rd and 2 now, 2 minutes left. And look at Corey Summers. He's able to juke that defensive end out and then score a 16-yard touchdown. Is now 14-0 in the first quarter. We're also still in the first quarter at this point. 3rd and 9. Catch looks like it's going to be made it good enough for a first down, but he stopped short, so another good play by Gallatin defense. Corey Summers gets the ball back, and he loves to scramble to the right side, and he's going to toss this thing up for grabs, and Wright makes the catch. Huge play, sets them up for a 2nd and goal right here, and Preston Anderson able to punch it in for a 3-yard touchdown. It's 21-0 in the second quarter with 3 minutes left. This is on the verge of an absolute blowout. This play is actually, look at that effort by James Gilbert. 3-yard rush. They were in a situation where they had to run the football to get that much-needed yardage. They're now inside the red zone, and Ball State is able to punch this thing in after a missed tackle there. James Gilbert with a 9-yard touchdown run. So 21-7, 21-6. Yes, you're reading that correctly. They missed the extra point. So everything that Ball State could be doing and could be doing wrong, they're doing. Look at that play. That play needed to be stopped, but Keyshawn Sharp makes a great catch down the sidelines, and then Corey Summers again with the read option, and he jukes a guy out of his shoes. Corey Summers with the Johnny Manziel type of move here scores a touchdown. It's 28-9. Ball State ended up getting a field goal on their next possession, and then Cordova comes on at the end of the second quarter and nails a field goal. It's now 31-9 at halftime. Let's go over to the third quarter with Ball State starting to drive down the football field here with Maven making a good catch, and now they've got some things working in their favor. So what can Gallatin do to stop them? Nothing, it seems, because Jordan Hogue is going to make a 15-yard catch, diving catch, to put him up to 2nd and goal. Gallatin defense trying to hold him. Darian Green with a 2-yard rush. Still 3rd and goal now. 31-9. It seems as though Ball State's out of this game, but they're still going to be fighting. They're still fighting for this, and then there's an easy lane for Darian Green for a 3-yard touchdown run. 31-17 now, so they're down by 2 scores. 2 scores ties it, right? 14 points ties that thing. And that's exactly what they're going to need as McNutty makes a, what a name. McNutty makes a catch here, an interception off Corey Summers, as we saw in the last episode. He's not the greatest passer in the world, but look at this play. They're going to get Darian Green for a safety because McNutty intercepted it, and he fell on the 1-yard line. They were able to start on the 1-yard line, and Gallatin defense shut them down. Corey Summers now with the football, drove down the field, got to a point at the goal line, another read option play for a touchdown. It's now 42-17. Crispin McKinney, the backup quarterback, is going to get his name called, and he is going to bust this read option, this triple read option, for a 64-yard touchdown run. Gallatin goes up 48-17. Crispin McKinney was lighting it up as far as running the football goes. Look at that play there, another option play, and Thigpen, look at him weaving through traffic. He is in for a first down and more. 15 seconds winding down in the fourth quarter, and it's now 49-24, guys. Ball State ended up trying to come back a little bit, but Cordova is going to knock a field goal through to make it 52-24 final. The quote from my brother was basically that, and I'm not one for padding scores, but, quote, you have to impress the voters, is what he said. That was why he decided to kick a field goal there to make it 52-24. All right, so enough with bashing Gallatin Greyhounds and their sleaziness. Let's go to the game of the week with Michigan State against Charleston State Swamp Foxes. So you guys have not seen the Swamp Foxes in action yet. DJ Watts, the quarterback, and Chaz Poole, the receiver, with Antonio Steele. I almost said Antonio Poole. That's Chaz Poole, the running back. Antonio Steele, you guys saw his stat line there from last week. He had a really, really good game. He's pretty much Antonio Brown of this team, that kind of thing. He's pretty dang good. But they don't utilize him that much because what the Swamp Foxes love to do is they love to run the option. So that's kind of their style. They are really, you can see that their physique is very low to the ground. They all look very big and kind of like bowling balls a little bit. That's kind of what their running backs remind me of, kind of like a Mike Tolbert type of deal. That's kind of what their running backs are like. So look at that play there by O'Connor. What a throw to R.J. Shelton for a 53-yard touchdown reception. MSU up 10-0 now as we skip forward. They were up 7. They kicked a field goal after that touchdown. And there we go with DJ Watts. Great run here. Check that run out. That's right. Get up in there to the 1st and goal. It's now 2nd and goal. And then Chaz Poole able to do a little bit of deking, juking there, and he's able to get in. It's now 10-7. So good job by Charleston State to come back. But MSU is going to have something to say as the second quarter is almost over. And look at O'Connor with the read option, and no one's going to catch him. He is in. No, he's not in. Fooled ya. 1st and goal, and LJ Scott is in for a 0-yard touchdown run. Isn't that interesting? There's a glitch in this game, guys. NCAA 14 will never give you a touchdown run on Heisman mode. It just won't. It will tackle you at the 1-yard line constantly. Look at this catch by Drew Hardy down the sideline. DJ Watts trying to do a nice little comeback here. Able to get the 1st down. Now 1st and goal. Triple option, and he is in. Pounds his way in. He's pumped up. It's now 17-14 in the 3rd quarter. So Charleston State trying to come back as best they can. Let's jump to the 4th. They've got the ball inside the 10-yard line. Chaz Poole is in for a 5-yard rush there. He's 23 carries in this game for 91 yards. It's a 4 average. So they're not out of this game. They're not out of this game. If they keep to the game plan, they should be able to score a touchdown here because MSU has not been able to stop it. But look at that move there, and look at the roughness. Look at the toughness there too. Crazy. Corey Ortiz is also going to get stuffed there. They have to kick a field goal here. Great play on defense by MSU. Kicker comes on for Charleston State. Can he make it? Can he make it to tie the game with 5 minutes left? Yes, he can. Easy peasy. 5 minutes and 33 seconds, guys. It is a tied football game. Great game of the week so far with your Michigan State Spartans. I'm sure we've got some Spartans fans as subscribers here, as we did a lot of Detroit Tigers rebuild videos, so it definitely got a lot of the Michigan people, Michigan citizens watching this channel for sure. So O'Connor unable to complete a pass, a much-needed pass here, and Charleston State now with the football. Dante Rose picks up that little toss play, that fake option toss. 3 minutes winding down at this point. We're almost to midfield, and DJ Watt's going to run. It looks like the same play, but it's a play-action throw, and it's going to be a nice catch there. Nice catch and run by Dante Rose. 25-yard reception. The lefty. The big lefty, and look at Dante Rose. Just pounds past people. So good job by Charleston State. 2 minutes now, winding down. Got to make something happen here, and look at that. Look at that little shiftiness. 10 yards by Chaz Poole. 12 yards, 12-yard rush. Still 17-17 game. Corey Ortiz Gonna punch this thing in for a 5-yard touchdown run. So the fullback gets it in with 1:55 left. O'Connor is trying to drive his team down. Good pass here. 1:04 left to go. Down by a touchdown. O'Connor drops back, looking for an open receiver. Finds one. Great gutsy throw to Josiah Price. 12-yard catch. He was well defended on two guys there. And that's going to set up a 1st and 10 with 50 seconds left inside the 15-yard line. O'Connor going to drop back in the shotgun. Looking for at least the receiver running to the left. Interesting. There were 2 guys there. Not sure. It was pretty much kind of like whoever wanted the football was going to get it, I guess. That was an interesting pass play. 2nd and 2 with 2 to go. 45 seconds left. They call a timeout here, and they're going to hand the ball off to what looks like to be L.J. Scott. 3-yard touchdown run, guys. So Charleston State allows MSU to get back into the game. Can DJ Watts throw the Hail Mary? And he got him. Oh, he dropped it. That was the game. If he holds on, he could have gotten it for a touchdown. And they just can't get it done. Let's go to overtime here. You guys saw this rush by Chaz Poole. You saw his stat line here, 127 yards. Unable to get the first down. Sends out the field goal unit. 4th and 2, 24-24. Field goal kicked is good. So, guys, an MSU touchdown wins this football game. It's 3rd and 2 now. O'Connor, if they don't get this first down, and they do, if they did not get that first down, they would have been forced to kick a field goal to tie. Now, Charleston State's defense really has to come through for this W. They got to come through, either a sack or a field goal block, something. They got the corner coming around, and he's not able to get there in time as Josiah Price is in for a touchdown, guys. Touchdown, MSU. MSU takes the W here against Charleston State. Great win by them. So we've had 2 overtime thrillers, and then we had 1 blowout, which was Gallatin over Ball State. So, all right, guys, here is week number 3. Here are the matchups and the results. You guys saw SMU against Daytona State, Charleston State in those overtime thrillers. Each team lost by 3, and then you've got Gallatin against Ball State. So you guys saw those results. Let's go into the rest of the American Conference. Kentucky Tech over Iowa State, 42-38. So it's good to see that Kentucky Tech's offense is back and it's rolling. Jacoby Currington and Tayshawn Rivers are back. That's a good thing. They were kind of struggling here in the first 2 weeks. So good to see that they've got that thing back rolling again. Greenville 49 over Pittsburgh. That's a blowout. UCF against Cape Coral, 27-7. So an interstate Florida matchup, and Cape Coral is unable to hang in there with Central Florida. They've still got some issues. They're still not quite there yet as far as talent goes. They fall to 1-2, so not good by them. Georgia A&M 38-14 against Rutgers, so that's a blowout. LSU 38 to UT Clarksville Scarlet Bantams 9. So Clarksville wanted a challenge. They wanted to try it. Out of conference game. Try to see where they stand. Try to get a bar test going, and then they fell flat. They're not quite there yet. 38-9 is the final score. Another interstate matchup. Cincinnati 34 against Ohio Western 13. So Ohio Western, I can probably see that Sean Russell, their quarterback, probably had a lot of turnovers. That's probably what happened since he's a turnover machine. And then Fort Lauderdale with Dylan Fernandez against East Carolina University, 42-14. So another blowout by Fort Lauderdale. So it seems to me, guys, after week 3, so 3 weeks in, that Georgia A&M and Fort Lauderdale are probably one of the more tough teams so far in this conference. So watch out for those 2 teams. Obviously, watch out for Gallatin, as my brother always finds a way to get these B-level type of teams to produce and perform. Daytona State, on the other hand, they've got some issues with Ty Morrow throwing interceptions all over the place, and then defensively they're just not very talented. So having a freshman at quarterback, with the growing pains and stuff like that is not a good combination. So you're going to lose a lot of football games. I can tell you this, that I do know that Daytona State lost 3 or 4 games in their first season, which this is also technically their first season, when I played as them in dynasties past. So this is kind of where they project at. They do lose some games here, and they end up turning it around later on. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of recruits we can bring in for Daytona State and try to turn this tide and reverse course here for Daytona State. So Golden Jackals fans, don't be too worried. We'll get this ship righted and everything will be all right. So let's go to week number 4 and check out some of the matchups here. It's a pretty limited slate for American Conference games. We've got Maryland at Fort Lauderdale. I'm taking Fort Lauderdale. Greenville at Virginia Tech. I will take Virginia Tech. I'm going to go with the upset here. I think Virginia Tech at home will probably beat Greenville. That will be the game of the week, though. So you guys will see Greenville and Daytona State against Marshall. So those are going to be the games that you guys watch in next Saturday's video. And I promise that I will get that one uploaded on Saturday morning before college football games start. So, and again, guys, I do apologize that I was not able to get this video up this morning. So please forgive me. I hope you enjoyed the content, enjoyed the video, and aren't too angry at me for not getting it uploaded. And then the last game here, Louisiana Tech against Georgia A&M. So those are the matchups, guys. Let me know who you like. I do like Georgia A&M, by the way. So my picks are Lauderdale, Virginia Tech, A&M, and obviously I'm going to go with Daytona State. So, guys, like I said, leave a like if you like this thing. If and only if you like this thing. And if you like it and you love it and you want more of it, you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the red button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our college football all team builder dynasty. And I will see you guys next Saturday with the new video with Greenville and Daytona State in the gameplay. So I'll catch you guys then. And until then, as always, peace.